All right, good luck, everybody. Let's start with a hobby box. Here's let's start with this one. We'll start with a nice hobby box right here. We'll start 10 boxes, and then we'll do. I just want to open up some hobby. Then we'll go to the blasters, bounce back and forth. Oh, like I said, we've been opening up full cases of Select for the longest time. I'm looking forward to open up some Donruss, as we always did. 4. We'll do 4 at a time. And then if you do make a pre-bid on something, once we start opening up the packs, I'll wait till we're done with the current stack. Let me unpin this. All right, how are we feeling here? Come on, I need some positive vibes. We want to get at least a. Is it too greedy to ask for one downtown and one slingshot here in a mixer break like this? Let me unpin that. Is that too greedy? Is that too greedy? All right, in a day break. I'm excited. Doing a day break here. Good luck, everybody. We know the base. I just get the base on camera. But here we go. Let's start with a Taylor Gray. There's our first parallel. Little Taylor Gray parallel. Carl Edwards in the optic. It's a silver, a prism also. And then Kyle Larson Unleashed. Oh, these two. If anybody wants any of these, send me a direct message. Okay? If you want, give me a little direct message, I can send you a few. Okay? Mario, yeah, if anybody says, like we said, I ship all the cards. All the cards get shipped, but if you don't want the base, every so often, maybe I'll see. If there is people that don't want the base, Mario Kart said he would take the base. SVG of the... Yeah, that's the gamble. Okay, that's gamble. Send me a direct message if you can, everybody. If you're not interested in the base, because then I'll forget, to be honest with you. It's not like a code or anything. I'll just forget. Here's Bill Elliott parallel. There's a free Kyle Busch. That was one of our giveaways. There's a wild card. And how about a little Dale? The season highlights on the insert. Well, here comes a Matt Kenseth. And there's our first numbered little Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick green out of 99. And then Carson Kvapil. I thought, Rick Shue, I see exactly what you're talking about. I thought of that. Okay, I was thinking about that, but then isn't that a store? You know, I would think that's just a store. Then you have the cards available, and in a store you can buy what you want. So unless you get hits, now I will say, whoa. A valued collector right away to start. Hold on. Richard Petty. Hold on here. Wait, we're sitting there talking. All right, here comes base optic signature. I do not even remember. Who was the redemptions. Card number 86 is Justin Haley. All right, take a look. I'll get that in a little top loader right here, just to you remember. Yeah, Joe Nemechek. I was going to say Joe Nemechek, but that was, of course, I'm sure he was too. I don't remember. In Donruss, we've been opening up so much Select. But yeah, that was the Joe Nemechek. We always get a Joe Nemechek. But here's Justin Haley. I've seen Justin Haley autographs. We'll put that right there on the wall. Okay, let's get to the next one. Dale has a redemption. Well, there was like the Deegan had a redemption. The dual autographs had redemptions on there. Let me just open these up. I would say, I mean, that's just a, if you don't sell until you see what shows up in the boxes, isn't it like just having a table at a card show? I mean, it seems like that's what it would be. It takes all the fun and the mystery out of it. It's fun opening up on camera. when I was thinking, now I don't know if how many people watching, but when I open up packs to put my sets together, I was going to open up a Select. I have six boxes of Select that I bought just for me. Then I'm going to try to put my master set together. I'm going to open up all these right now. So I was thinking, should I do that on camera? I have, I'd like to see that. Now, you get a video receipt. Help them out if anybody knows or has their strategy. I can see what people bought, but I have to search. I can't just search. I wish I could just search your name and it'll tell me what you purchased. And I could do that afterwards. But oh, wait. Hold on. As we're talking, let me think here. Hold on a second. Now I'm worried I'm going to crash something. All right, ready? Steve Bry, here you go. Okay. I have you, Steve. I can pull up your sales sheet. Let me do it alphabetically. I'm pulling up your sales sheet. I don't know if I could. It'll show on. Here you go. All right, ready? Steve, I can read it off to you. On your sales sheet, it says Parker Retzlaff, Zane Smith, Terry Labonte, Ryan Truex, Ryan Newman, Rusty Wallace, Kaz Grala, Harry Gant, Ernie Irvin, Clint Boyer, and Carson Hocevar to finish that. So I don't think I could show it on camera, but I could pull up what you've purchased in this. Does that make sense? You see how I did that? So but I don't know if there's a way that you could just search what you've purchased. If anybody knows a strategy for that, let me know. Here we go. Here's a little Lane Riggs. The optic is Darrell Waltrip and William Byron parallel. What did so the redemption was Justin Haley, and we could search who had Justin Haley. Justin Haley went to Lance. Oh, you guys discussed that already. Okay. This is why I need someone that's in the Chicago area that wants to work with this stuff, because it's hard to keep track of everything that's going on. I mean, here we go. This is Jake Garcia is the optic. Daniel Suarez. And here's our first rated rookie, little Caden Honeycutt. Here's your base. Just get those on camera. Riley Hurst, a red now, out of $2.99. Remember the Reds were $2.99. Jeremy Clements. And how about a $1.99, the holographic one, a little Ty Dillon. No, Ty Gibbs. The $1.99. Here is Kyle Busch, more Kyle Busch, a free Kyle Busch, Tony B. And then there's our memorabilia, our first one. We got little Chase Elliott. It looks like tires. The tires, pretty nice. Nice tire insert there. And then back-to-back Chase Elliott's, the Chase LED. That's fun. That was fun. I see a lot of people were putting that set together too. That was kind of enjoyable to do. All right, how about Brad K? On the parallel, Kurt Busch. And another holographic one, Ryan Blaney for the Unleashed. There is Daniel Suarez for the tricolor. Not tricolor, that's Select. The red-blue. Here's William Byron, optic. And Jeff Gordon, Unleashed. There is Riley Hurst. There's a Chris Buescher, free Chris Buescher. That was another giveaway. All the giveaways are happening right now. And then Dale, the Dale A. We're still in the first box. Here's more Dale. Dale Earnhardt, optic. Chase Elliott, Race Kings. And then the parallel is Luke Fenhouse. I just posted our 101 Luke Fenhouse. We did a YouTube short, so take a look for that. I posted that because it was our first pack, a little first pack magic. Luke Fenhouse 101. Brandon Jones is the parallel. David Starr, we're just talking about David Starr optic. And there's Andre Perez de Lara. Here is a red-blue Ricky Stenhouse. Jesse Love, optic silver or prism. And little Hype Time. How about Daniel Dye? We got Kevin Harvick, optic. And there's our first Connor Zillage card, Unleashed. One last pack, little last Austin Hill. Here is Josh Williams, the mullet. I forgot, those are $1.99. Michael McDowell suited up, fire suit Michael McDowell. And the Connor Zillage Z to finish off that first box. Let's do a few megas. Let's do some mega boxes. Like I said, 10 boxes to go. We're almost only our first box. But in case you, yeah, it is interesting in how they pick who gets what. I agree with that. Nothing in the fire yet. Our redemption wasn't worth the fire. It was Justin Haley was our autograph, but it's a redemption. It's not a card. All right, here's the megas. Now remember, the megas have slingshots in them. Hopefully we'll see some slingshotting. That'll be nice. Ooh, we got something cool coming up here. I caught a glimpse. I don't know if you caught a glimpse of it. Be ready. Something nice is here. All right. Everybody pay attention. Ready? We got, let's just do the base. Base, all base. I can't hold that much. Base. All right, we have an optic of Cole Custer. And here's a Joey Logano. Okay. This is the holographic one. Okay, but it's, I forgot, I should have looked this up. It is like ice, like cracked ice. I don't know what they're calling it. This is out of 149 on the Unleashed. Forgot what they're calling it. All right, here is an artist proof, a 101 to start us right. I saw the background. I saw the background on it, so I was like, oh, here it comes. How about Austin Hill, artist proof? These are kind of on the rare side, besides being a 101. But I saw the background, and I was like, oh, huh. All right, take a look. Who got a great $1 spot? I agree. This is why. Let's give a shout out right now to Mario Kart. Is he here? Can we tag Mario Kart? He's got a nice little run. Let me get the glare off there so everybody can see that. There he is. Congrats. See, that's why you pick up all those dollar drivers. It's a artist proof, an artist proof. I saw the background. I remember those were artist proofs. I don't want to give that away. That's definitely going. Congratulations. That's a good start. Let's move the fire and put that in there. It's the old cardboard, like back in old school, if you were collecting old time, okay, on the old cardboard. Not too shabby. I like having a 101 on a day break. here we go. Let's keep going. Butterbean Optic. And then just a base card there. How about a... Oh, this one's turned around for some reason. Oh, I thought it was an autograph or something. And we have Harrison Burton. Harrison Burton, the Velocity. I should have looked these up. This is the Megas, the blue Megas. I like these a little better. Earnhardt. Base, base, base. Here's another blue Optic. Brett Holmes. Season highlights. Justin Allgaier. And then there's your Connor Zillage base card. If you remember what they look like. Let's finish off this stack. Just get the base on camera. Here is, okay. Here's a cracked ice, the dinger. Pedal to the metal. And, oh, how about these are numbered out of 99. Hold on, it's going to bother me. I'm going to have to look these up. Sorry, sec. Give me 1 second. I forgot. Look at a whole week of select. And then I'm forgetting what the names of these cards are. Where do you go for... You share with it. Where's your favorite checklist? I like Beckett, but Beckett seems to crash a lot for some reason. Now, maybe it's my computer that I've known my computer was crashing. But Beckett seems... Okay, hold on. There we go. All right, so this one is the Carolina Blue Laser. Is what remember this one is. Look at one month of no Donruss, and I'm forgetting all these things. I gotta get old. And here's just the regular blue. Those are not numbered. The regular blue optics, but that's the Carolina Blue on the laser optics. And let me what do they call it? Blue Velocity. So this is the Blue Velocity from Megas, but that's Carolina Blue numbered. Okay, so this one is out of 99. See? Don't get old, everybody. Stay young, because once you get old, you forget stuff. We'll show all those at the end. As always, I sleeve anything that's under Race Kings. That's an insert. I sleeve anything under 99. Here's more Blue Velocity. And how about an ice? Christopher Bell. This is out of 35. The blue cracked ice is out of 35. For a little Christopher Bell action there. And that's a good start of a mega box. We had 3 things top loaded from just that one beginning part of the mega box. Let's go with the second half of the mega box. And then we'll go with some blasters just to remember how they look. Here's the second part of the mega box. Like I said, I haven't opened up. We've been doing so much select lately. I forgot exactly how stuff looks. Oh, that's a good pull. Ryan Newman. You got your Ryan Newman. Burning Rubber. The Iced. Here's a Blue Velocity. Austin Dillon. Dale. Just some base. Here is, ready? Here's another one of those. Another of those Velocity ones. The holographic. Ricky Stenhouse. Good parallel. Optic Amarola. And then Luke Fenhouse on your base. What else we got? Here is Brad. Got your Blue Velocity Brad. Justin Allgaier Unleashed. And Deegan. There's Ali Deegan. Optic. Dale Race Kings. And to finish off that mega box, still more. I like the Blue Velocity better than the orange, to be honest with you. We'll show the orange in a second from the blasters. Lane Riggs. And here is Taylor Gray optic. Let's see Martin Truex. We haven't seen Martin Truex. He stepped away. I think he's going to be back. Give him a couple years. He stepped away. He's going to miss it. So I would believe he's back. Just some base to finish off that. I think he'd be back. What do you guys think? He stepped away. He does not even. There's not even cards. He said no cards. But I'm thinking he'll miss it. Okay, let's just do one. Let's do one blaster. Yeah, he's not. He's not in. He wasn't in select. He was not. He didn't have any select cards. I don't know. I've been seeing. He was in Donruss. But remember, Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon wasn't in any product either for a good 4 or 5 years. And now he's back and has autographs and all that kind of stuff. So I think give him a little bit of time. Yeah. Hey, take a break. He earned it. He earned it. I wasn't. I like Martin Truex. Now, again, I'm not in the privy, but I think that you have your NASCAR global, and then the driver has to. I know I read somewhere that the driver has to sign off on their picture. They have to, they're like Connor Daly had to say, oh yeah, that's a good picture. I like that picture. I don't know where I read that. That must have been a while ago. Okay, but he had to say, this is I like that picture. I want you could use that picture. Give him permission or something like that. Give him permission about the picture. Okay, so the laser here, the laser doesn't matter, but okay. And the auto, yeah, well, they sign the autos, right? They come in and sign the auto card. So yeah, that's part of it too. Christian Rose, orange. See, I like the orange or the blue better than the orange. Maybe just blue's my favorite color. Let's see what else we got. Here is Brennan Poole. And Unleashed is Corey Heim. There's an orange Sam Smith. And right behind it, Ryan Blaney, the red ice, cracked ice, out of 149, season highlights. And, take a look at that color. I believe that's we're going to have to do a giveaway here. Don't go anywhere. 150 points. 150 points here. Here's Brennan Poole. And hold off that a second. Kyle Larson. Let me finish this box. We have base there. Lawless Allen. And then here's William Byron out of 75. On the insert. And then Denny Hamlin optic. Raja. And then one more orange. Michael McDowell. To finish that orange. All right, give me a little time. There's one box of Hobby, one box of Mega, and one box of Blaster. Is it coming back? Are we feeling okay? Should. Can we screenshot? Yeah, I got to hold on. I usually hold on to, when I'm holding on to it, I usually put my thumb over that to make sure, and then it gets really blurry back there. I'll turn it over. Nope. Here, we'll just do this. Panini 100 points. We can get the United Sports cards. Okay, got to figure out what, let's do this. Okay, give me a second here. We're going to do a giveaway right now for anybody who's in the stream. Buyer appreciation would be nice, but I can't. I don't want to lock anybody out of that. All right. Yeah, well, it's probably replacing the autograph, I would think. There's probably not an autograph. I don't see many of those in NASCAR, to be honest with you. Here is the 150 point Panini points. 150 Panini points. There you go. And this is for everyone. I can do a follower giveaway, but we'll just do it for everybody. All right, if you're here, let me run that. That's Panini points. Did I spell Panini right? Click on that, please. Click on that. Auctions. Okay. Now, if you want to pick up another driver right now while we're getting all warmed up, you can. That's no big deal. Let me know if you pick one up. Let's go hobby box. We'll go 2 hobbies and 2 megas, and then 2 of that. Finish with a hobby box. That'll be good. That's for the Panini points. Do I have hold on. Do I have? I'm trying to think. Do I have a sticky note or something? I don't think I have sticky notes laying around to cover that up. 1 second. I bet you I have painter's tape. There you go. I'm going to roll a painter's tape. I used to tape up the top loaders, but I figure, why bother? All right, here we go. That's what we're, I'm going to just put it in a top loader for you. That's what we're bidding on right now. Got a, ooh, thank you, Rick. Yeah, if you notice anything, we had a few nice cards that are still available. Should I put those out? There you go. That's what we're bidding on right now while I open up this next box. I don't want to put it in the fire because of the nice Austin Hill. Here, we'll just put it right there. You guys know what a Panini point looks like. Yeah, if anybody wants, you saw what has come out already. If you want a guaranteed hit, William Byron is out. I was looking for an autograph. That's always fun to do. And let's keep going. So far, the 2 I top loaded, Christopher Bell and Noah Gragson, are numbered ones, but that Byron was out of 75. All right, right now, what we're bidding on right now is that 150 points that came in. Let me open up these packs while you're doing that. And if there's look through the, you saw what happened in the first. We had 1 mega, 1 blaster, and 1 hobby box. You saw what came out of those. If there is somebody that you want that's still available, there's a lot of dollar drivers still available. You can grab that. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we got 2 minutes left, so we could go through a couple handfuls. These are just base. Base. All right. There is John Hunter, followed by Christian Rose is the optic, and Chase Elliott E on the spelling. Here is an optic Cole Custer, optic prism, Cole Custer, and Kyle Larson. And the parallel is Kane Honeycutt. I think that's our second one. A red Ryan Preece, Sammy Smith optic. Oh, and there's the explosion Kyle Larson. I do like the explosions. Followed by Sammy Smith, parallel Jeff Gordon optic, and how about a Christopher Bell pedal to the metal, little sheet metal Christopher Bell, which is a nice sheet metal there. One more Dale on the insert. Right in I think Chase Elliott has sold. Hold on. Let's check. Chase Elliott, who has Chase Elliott? Chase Elliott is going to the bus. And then same thing. Kyle Larson, I believe they both sold already. The only ones that are available are in auction right now. So if it's in auction, it is still available. And let's finish this. I see a few pre-bids. Hold on, we got 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left on this. If you're hear it all, okay, hear it all. It's a chance. It's just a thanks for being here giveaway. It came in the last blaster box. So click, click, click. There's more people watching than joining, and it's just any old giveaway. Let's see who's getting it. Good luck, good luck. Rolling it out, and it's going to Jacob. Jacob, there you go. Congrats, those are yours. If you want me to, don't look at the code. If you want me to send you that code, I will. But congratulations on that. Connor fan? No, at all means, always ask. I am a definite always ask person. Okay, so if you're not sure what's going on, just let me know, and I'd be happy to help you out. Usually, this is a day break, so day break we're kind of more, honestly, I'm more laid back, relaxed, because my whole family is not here, and I'm just enjoying myself. So at nighttime, usually the break fills in about an hour, hour and a half, but today people have been coming in and out, joining the discussion and stuff, and a lot of drivers did not sell. Well, not a lot, just some drivers did not sell. I think there's only 3 big ones that are still available. I think still available right now, if you saw anything. No, a couple more. Jeff Gordon's still available. Jimmy Johnson's still available. Joey Logano. And then the T's, Tyler Reddick is still available, William Byron, and Tony B. I think those, I'd say, are the big drivers that are available. Let me check the pre-bids. Since I opened these already, I'm going to show these, and then I'll let everybody bid. I didn't see anything big on Darrell Waltrip. He's got a pre-bid on him right now. Sheldon Creed and Lawless Allen. It's the Optic. Connor Zillage. There's another Connor Zillage. Unleashed. Yeah, daybreak is the time to learn. It's a little more laid back. Alex Bowman. We have more Connor Zillage. The Z. And we haven't had a huge, well, actually, we did have a Austin Hill huge hit, but it was taken already. That's a nice Austin Hill 101. It's nice to have a 101 during the daybreak. Wallace Allen Blue. Michael McDowell Optic. And there's the William Byron again. Race Kings. And then Carson Quapple. Here's Ellen Kolwicki. And how about a Brittany Z? A little red Brittany Z out of 99. And then there's Daniel Suarez to finish off that. All right, before I open these up, there was a pre-bid on Darrell Waltrip. And so everybody's seen what Darrell Waltrip is. Hey, Rick Shue, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, welcome, Connor. Okay. Jay Wise. What's going on, Jay Wise? I'm glad you're here. There you go. Connor picked up Darrell Waltrip for yourself. Now, we did have, I don't remember, honestly, what the big Darrell Waltrips have shown up yet, but we still got more than half the break coming up. Yeah, usually we sell out before the break starts, but we've been doing so much Select lately. We had 7 cases of Select, one every day. And we just figured, let's go to Donruss, do a little daybreak Donruss right now, just to relax and enjoy ourselves. And we pulled a 101 already. So you gotta like that. But thanks, Connor. Thanks for trying out. And of course, you'll get shipping notifications today. I'll ship all these out. We'll see if I get it out before the mail shows up. Sometimes the mail, they might be here by now. So we'll see if we do that. Because I do have a honeydew list. Okay. I have a honeydew list to do today, so I might have to get working on my honeydew list. What's that old joke? Okay, marriage is like a deck of cards. At the beginning, all you want is 2 hearts and a diamond, and at the end, okay, all you want is a club and a spade. All right, here we go. We have Eric Jones on the parallel. Kyle Larson, the L, Larson, and Britt Cruz. Nothing for that joke. Okay. We have Cole Custer. I'm going to try a different material on you. And how about Chase Elliott Optic, and a little Jeff Gordon spelling D. There is Nick Sanchez and Kyle Petty. And then Andre Perez de Lara on the insert. And what do we finish up with? Justin Haley, Daniel Suarez, and a little Heim Time coming attractions. And the last part of this box, come on, let's have something. I think we're owed an autograph here. Let's see, maybe we got an autograph coming up. It is Christopher Bell, blue, Taylor Gray, Optic Silver, and then Carson Quapple. What else is here? We have Tyler Ankrum there, and Matty D. Here is Richard Petty, and a black door number Chandler Smith. There you go. Remember black, these are door numbers, so it's out of 81, 66, 66 Chandler Smith, 66 out of 81. Those are nice. I think the lowest door number we had was Kyle Busch. We had a Kyle Busch out of 8 one time. But I like the door numbers. We'll show that at the end. Chandler Smith there. Here's a red Eric Jones, who is not in select. And then Jeff Gordon again. And the last pack has Chase Briscoe and William Sawalich. And there's our autograph. Oh, a little Kaz. A little Kaz Gralla. That's our autograph for the box. I could have used not that Kaz is not a fun guy. I could have used a different auto. We're just going to put that on the wall and move on. He's okay. And there's Dale Earnhardt right there. Oh, Jen, we were just talking about you. We were talking about how you put on a pretty good show, and you had who was it? Who'd you have in the show? A couple weeks ago. I didn't stop by. I didn't see it, but let me clean up here a touch. There you go. Here's box number 3. Sorry, I sitting there opening up the boxes. I didn't see the chat. Chase Briscoe, yeah, there you go. Good job. That was so much fun. I wasn't there, but people were talking about it, and that was great. Great that he stopped in on that. I was commenting that I like complain about someone's autograph, and what if he was in the chat while I was complaining about his autograph? So I said I always got to try to keep a positive spin on stuff. Let me move that over. Yeah, there is. If there is anybody, now you saw it. I didn't want to hold up the break any longer, especially at daybreak. And most of the drivers in the auction are $1, $5 drivers are still available. But if there is somebody you want, put a pre-bid on that, and I'll run them for you. Briscoe's, yeah. Hey, it's pretty. It's nice that some of the drivers are stopping in. Is there a? That is cool. That because Whatnot is a huge NASCAR. I mean, good. It's good. There's a bunch of good NASCAR breakers on Whatnot. I mean, of course, we're all just going to go with United Sports Cards, right? But there's a lot of good NASCAR breakers here on Whatnot. So it's kind of nice to see people stopping in. Hold on. There's a couple pre-bids here. Connor Mosak. Can I see the biggies? I don't know if any of the biggies have hits. We got Justin Haley. That's someone picked up Haley. Our 101 is Austin Dillon up there in the fire. And then Kaz. Is Kaz still available? Kaz has the autograph. Let me run Connor Mosak for you. Well, thank you, Jen. Thanks for picking up a few of these. Yeah, I just didn't want to keep the break. There is a few big name drivers, and that's just trade bait for me. And let me run Austin Dillon. Thanks, Jen. There you go. Thanks for grabbing those. Is Kaz? I think someone picked up Kaz already. Kaz is going to Steve B. Steve Bry, that's all yours. Kaz, nice job. Going to grab that autograph. All right, let's see what is in our box. This is our third hobby box. And then we'll go to the Megas, and we'll go to the Blasters, and we'll finish with that hobby box left. There's a Tony B to start us off. Carson Kvapil on the Optic. And then Joey Logano. Like I said, we've been doing so much select. It's nice to go do a little Donruss right now. Matt Mills. And how about David Starr? We were just talking about David Starr. And then there is Richard Petty. Oh, did you put a pre-bid on that? Let me run through. Okay, I see. Let me go through what I opened up already, just to be fair about it. Since I started opening these up, I'll finish these and then we'll run through those giveaways. But let's see what we got. Here's Daniel Suarez, red. And then Austin Hill on the Optic, and more Kyle Larson. This is a nice holographic one out of 199. Chandler Smith on the parallel, Tyler Reddick Optic, and how about a Justin Allgaier, a little sheet metal. One more Richard Petty to finish the Unleashed. And let's see what else we got here. Looking at Riley Hurst is the parallel. Here's your Kyle Larson Optic. And a little more Kyle Larson. And then how about Chandler Smith? We have Richard Petty Optic. One of my favorites is Bubba Wallace Unleashed. I see the black in the background, and I'm thinking, oh, a 101, but I have select on my brain right now. Ryan Preece. Here is Ben Rhodes. Now, it could be a 101. We'll see. Pay attention. There's Dale. And the last pack we have Ty Dillon. There's Ryan Blaney. Black. I think these are out of 39. Yeah, 15 out of 39. Let me take care of that right away. An Optic. Yeah, Optics are out of 39. Not too shabby for Ryan Blaney. And then finish off with the collars. All right, still got plenty left. We're about halfway through. Let me check the pre-bids here. Thanks, everybody, for filling the pre-bids. Like I said, I didn't want to hold up the break any. But there's a few nice drivers. Here is Jeff Gordon. You've seen what happened in Jeff Gordon. You've seen what has shown up already, just to be open for everybody. We did have a door number. Chandler Smith. Haven't had a zillage yet. Nothing big anyway. A few zillage. If you hear my phone going off in the background, it is. If you I don't know if any of you guys play fantasy football. Here's John Hunter. It's fantasy football first day for fantasy football. If you guys are fantasy football people, and a lot of fantasy football talk happening right now on my phone, so it beeps every time someone sends a message. So everybody's good trash talk until the games actually start playing. Oh yeah, I remember when DJS picked up. Okay, you should watch that. I posted the videos on YouTube. It was I was watching it as I was posting them. And it was, hey, here's a Connor Zillage out of 5. Hey, here's a Connor Zillage tie-dye. Oh, look, how about a Connor's, that's what the entire show looks like. Congratulations. Did the package show up yet? I sent it UPS just to be, it's signature things, just to be safe. Speaking of signature, that signature is like, it's like $10 to ship and $9 for a signature. I wish we were closer. I could have just dropped it off by your house. All right, here we go. We got here is Lawless Allen. Let's keep moving here. Josh Berry. And then a little Jeff Gordon again. There's Deegan. Anthony Alfredo. And, how about a Sheldon Creed? A nice little blue iced Sheldon Creed. These are out of 49. Michael Waltrip. And Nick Sanchez. And there's Chase Elliott. One more here. A green. How about a green optics? A little Heim time. Corey Heim's showing up all day today. And then Matt Mills. Burning Rubber. And then Denny Hamlin Unleashed. Oh, there we go. How about a Connor Zillage? Not a 1-1, but a nice red-blue. Nice parallel. Corey Daly. Connor Daly. I was thinking about Corey Day. Connor Daly, Kevin Harvick, Optic Silver, and then Dale Earnhardt. Looking at Kyle Petty. Followed by Jimmy Johnson. And William Sawalich. Common Attractions. There is Todd Gilliland. And a red, or orange, red Carson Kvapil. And well, there you go. That's definitely gold. Bears are playing Monday. If you're going to jump on the bandwagon now, here we go. Hold on. Everybody pay attention. We'll get the football talk later. We got a gold optic, it looks like. Here's Daniel Dye Blue. Okay. Ross Chastain. Behind it is Connor Zillage. But hit the camera. The gold optic is, boom, Jesse Love. How about a little Jesse Love autograph gold optic? Not too shabby. Give me a second here. That's not too bad. Gotta like that. A little shout out. This one's going to Darren Stewart. Hey, thank you, Jen. Thanks for tagging that. I appreciate that. Very nice. Oh, I don't know. Should we replace the 101? Let's put the gold one right there so everybody can get a feel for it. We'll put the gold Jesse Love in his suit. We'll put him right there so we can see that. Congrats. Oh, there, he's here. There you go, Darren. That's very nice. Numbered, hold on. I don't think two. Number 2 out of 10. Sorry. I want to change that zoom a touch. Being 2. Maybe move the zoom just a little bit so the back isn't that blurry so people can see. It's still a little blurry, but get a better look at the Jesse Love card. All right, let's do the mega boxes. We'll go to the 2 mega boxes. We'll do the 2 blaster boxes and finish up with a nice one more hobby box to finish it up. And then I'll do a little sorting today. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Sorry, everybody. Okay, here's the first mega box. We'll do 6 and 6. Okay. Has anybody heard of Select's mega boxes and blaster boxes? Because last I heard was at the beginning of October, which is kind of weird that they're waiting that long, and kind of weird that if indeed Turn 4 gets released before that. Okay. Let me know. All right, here we go. We're looking at, let's do some base, get the base out of the way. We're looking at Tanner Gray, little Tanner Gray, the Velocity, Zane Smith, Optic, and then a little Brent Cruz, little rated rookie there. Here's the blue Optic, Kevin Harvick. And how about a little Heim type, Corey Heim, a lot. Select the, were they delayed? Here is more blue. Darrell Waltrip, Kyle Larson season highlights. And then just some base to get on camera. We got John Hunter. And okay, here is the memorabilia for Megas and Blasters. Little Jimmy Johnson. Souvenir swatch. So, what's that? Jay Wise, I think there's whole focus wasn't on Select, but Turn 4. I want to see the checklist first of all. For Turn 4, I want to see the checklist for sure. I want to see the price they come out. 300 seems like a lot. 300 seems like a lot for a box of 4 cards with stickers. They're stickers. Well, that's what they are on the preview. I don't know if there will be stickers, but on the sales sheet, they're stickers. There's Luke Fenhouse, Optic. Here's more Connor Zillage. You can spell out the whole name there. And then a little Butterbean on the parallel. And then, yeah. Okay, let's say 300 a box. Divide by 4. So $75 for a David Starr stickered autograph. Just me. You can spend your money however you want to spend your money. Hopefully on United Sports Cards breaks. But I just think that's a lot. Oh, I keep hitting the camera. Sorry. There you go. Back on my advertising. Right. Rick Shoe's right. There was a Butterbean, and then now it's not there anymore. They cover themselves. The lawyers cover themselves, but still. Right, Ty Gibbs. Let's have fun with Donruss right now. Bubba Wallace. And Ben Rhodes blue. Chase Elliott, an L right there. We have Chandler Smith. Optic, William Byron Unleashed. More Austin Beers. Number 1. He's number 1. Here comes some color here. There's our first memorabilia. Justin Allgaier, the Burning Rubber. Let's say I've never done a single show. Big drive, right? Now, if the checklist like Jen's saying, okay, or Jay Wise, I think Jay Wise is saying, if it's a bunch of big name drivers, okay, but we gotta see the checklist first. Unless we see the checklist, okay, we got a Todd Gillian blue Velocity out of 99. And if you're new here, don't worry. Anything under 100, I'm gonna top load for you. It's just you don't want to watch me top load everything on camera. One more. David Starr. We were just talking about you, David Starr. And then Jeff Gordon. Oh. Let's go with the next mega box. So, it is what it is. I'm going to wait. Honestly, I'm going to wait until the checklist comes out. I'll probably pick up a few cases to break, but I'm probably not going to be doing like Select. I like Select. I think Select is a great product, especially for us set collectors. So I bought 10 cases of Select. So I pre-ordered Turn 4, but we'll see what. I'm probably going to do mixers. I'm probably going to do a case of Turn 4 and maybe a couple boxes of Select, and the next day a case of Turn 4 and maybe a couple boxes of Donruss, just to mix it up. Tonight, start of football. As you can see, my phone going off. All my buddies are texting and stuff and talking trash because the day before football, everybody has a winning team. All right, how about a cracked ice? A cracked ice Richard Petty out of 149. What else is going on tonight? Teague. Here is a Velocity, Kevin Harvick. Davey Allison Optic. There is Chase Briscoe, blue Velocity. Chase Elliott, Unleashed. Tony B, blue. There you go, T. Yes, I said football. First day of football. We'll see how my fantasy football team does this year. Ryan Preece. There is Kyle Larson. Rick Shoe, 7 away. Have a good day. I appreciate all the help today. Oh, there you go. How about a little Connor Zillage? The blue. Parallel, the light blue, the Carolina blue. These are out of 249, I believe. I'll get that sleeve for you while we're on camera. Those are, I believe, 249. Right there, at that. 217 out of 249. Those are a little, even though they're out of 249, I think they're only coming in mega boxes. And Lawless Allen, Fire Suit. And then Austin Beer. He's in every number 1. We see him all the time. That is nice. That's a nice. Maybe there's still plenty of break left. But that's a nice one because even though it's 249, I think that's a rare 249 because like most people, hobby boxes, it's coming from a mega box. I would know. You have to look up what the comps are. Here's a blue Kyle Busch, a free Kyle Busch. We give away Kyle Busch spot and all over the place. Chase Elliott. I think Jesse Love, our autographed gold was a free spot too. Got to join those. Here's Kurt Busch. Got to join those free spots. Jeff Gordon. We also have, here is Lane Riggs, Optic. Ty Gibbs, Souvenir Swatch. And Andre Perez, De Lara. There is Justin Bonsignor, Velocity. Here's a blue Optic, William Byron. And to finish off our last mega box, we have SVG, Optic. Corey Heim, Coming Attractions. There is more Corey Heim, Velocity. Riley Hurst, Optic. And I think just a little base left to finish off that box. All right, there we go. There was our mega box. I was always, Jen, hobby only. But then a lot of people were saying, like for Select, for example, there's 5 or 6 parallels that people are chasing in Selects, in their mega boxes and their blasters. So what I was going to do is we opened up tons of Select, but then I was going to do a case of just one case of megas and then one case of blasters when it actually comes out, and then do a mixer like we did with Donruss. Maybe 5 boxes of Select, 5 boxes of Hobby, 5 boxes of blasters, like we're doing now. So I never did, because my distributor, the guy I used, never had blasters. He only has Hobby boxes. So I looked up, and then I forgot who it was. I thanked them, but then I forgot who told me that a contact person to get megas and blasters. So everybody gets a little extra story there. Going to every turn. I'm more of a. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, I'm not a howler and a screamer. I don't get too excited about anything, and it's kind of weird for me to go hunting to the Target aisles. That's why I said my kids. Unless my kid wants a Pokemon card, then I just go beat anybody up in the Target parking lot line. But I like getting the case because I'm just, maybe it's psychological, but I always thought if you buy a case, there's a case hid in there, as opposed to like Target where maybe somebody picked through it or something like that. Again, just that's a nice patch. Here is Greg Biffle. Look at that, 3 colors. 3-color sheet metal. That is cool. Just ask my wife. I'm just not a conflict person. I just do whatever she tells me. And no one liked my wife joke. Okay, I'm going to try it again. Okay, ready? And marriage is like a deck of cards. You want 2 hearts and a diamond at the beginning, and at the end, you just want a club and a spade. No? Nobody likes it? I got to try my material here before I do stand-up. Here's an orange Bill Elliott. How about a Michael McDowell Optic? Kyle Larson. Here is Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney on the orange. And Ty Gibbs. More Ty Gibbs. I like the blues better than the orange. Oh, here's the green. See how the megas have blue and then Carolina blue. Here we got the green and the orange. So it's nice when people are trying to put together there's Michael Waltrip. When people are trying to put together their set, their driver, it's nice to pick through. Here is an Optic Daniel Suarez. And then Tyler Reddick is the season highlights there. Some more base. We got Tony B orange, and Joey Logano. There's Lawless Allen Optic to finish off that. All right, the 2 boxes left. 2 boxes left. And take a look at what is, if you saw anything that you enjoy, and remember, if you look through the auctions, there's about 40 drivers left. They're just dollar drivers that people didn't pick up. If you are looking for that driver, and take a look at that, we could run those before the last hobby box. Otherwise, it becomes my collection, and then I'm going to see who I could trade for. Because I'm putting together my master set of select right now, so I know a few people that are still working on Donruss, so I might have some trade stuff for them. Let me know if anybody else is working on that. We have a nice little just a Facebook group that people do set collectors. So if you're a set collector, you might want to join that because that's kind of fun. Greg Biffle's all over the place. Greg Biffle is always a good pick. I agree. All right, good luck. Here is our last box of our last blaster box. Let's see. We have Austin Dillon, Optic, and then Chase Elliott. A velocity of Michael Waltrip and Caden Honeycutt on the orange. Here is Brad K. Optic, and Christian Eckes sheet metal. Pedal to the metal from the Megas. Blasters, I keep saying Megas. Connor Zillage, more Connor Zillage on that one. We have Deegan, Ali Deegan, and Lane Riggs Optic, the orange. What else we got? Ross Chastain, Optic, and Kyle Larson, the R. We'll finish up here with SVG, a little SVG orange. Bubba Wallace, Race Kings. And the last pack of blasters looks like has a green and an orange in it. The green out of 199, Ryan Preece. And an orange, more Corey Heim. Corey Heim all over. There we go. Let's finish up with our last box right there. Again, thanks for everybody for the daybreak. I appreciate you being here on the daybreak. 9 o'clock. I'm a morning person, so if you're a morning person, I'll probably do 1 daybreak a week. Now that I am in the semi-retired section, right? And then like I try to keep the prices, reasonable. Okay, I try to keep them, somewhat affordable. And plus, there is for Donruss, there is a chance at those rookie autographs. That's what the Donruss product is. The rookie autographs are still in here. I know we had a Connor Zillage when we did our very first Donruss, which we did first off the line, had a Connor Zillage autograph on it. So it's a little more. It's more affordable. Not super more affordable than Select. They're both pretty even. We got a 101 today, but we still got a full hobby box here ready to go. So don't go anywhere. Last box magic are going to happen here. I know it. Let's do half a box. And we'll do half a box. Let me get them all opened up for you. All right. First half of the box. Good luck. Good luck. We have, let's see, let's cheat. Look at that. Look at that. There's a gold right there. Maybe an autograph. We'll see. Get the base out of the way. We have Christopher Bell is the parallel. Connor Mosack, Optic Red out of 199. Kyle Larson. Here is Kurt Busch, Zane Smith Optic. I think this is an autograph gold. Ah, like I said, high time all over the place today. There's Corey. Not too shabby. That's our second gold autograph. Look at this. Well, let's put these right here. That's our second gold autograph of the break, including a 101 up there. Not too bad. Who get a little shout out? That one's going to Downforce. Downforce Cards. Is he? He might not be here, but that's a good nice bid on that. Congratulations. Oh, there he is. Hey, congratulations. Very nice. Let me show that. I don't know if you're working. Nice job. Gold autograph. Little high time autograph for you. Congrats on that. That's our second gold autograph today. Brad K. Martin Truex. And Austin Beers. There's a lot of Austin Beers too. SVG. 199, the holographic ones. And a parallel of Austin Dillon, John Hunter, Optic, and Chase Elliott spelling. And how about over here? We have Matt D, 299, Riley Hurst, Optic, and William Sawalich, Unleashed. Kyle Weatherman is the parallel, Todd Gillen, Optic Red, and then BJ McLeod of the Clan McLeod, a Burning Rubber, the tires, William Byron, season highlights, KK, here is Brendan Jones, and then Denny Hamlin, Race Kings. In the half box, the first part of the box, Anthony Alfredo, Parker Retzlaff on the silver or the prism, and then Chase Briscoe for the Race Kings. All right, here we go. Last pack, there's the last stack magic. Let's get those two stacks here for the second half. Again, thanks for everybody for being here during the day. I appreciate that. I'll start at 9 o'clock. What time is it? All right. We've been on a little bit. It's nap time. I'm going to go take a nap now before the fam comes. And now, of course, I'll get all these sorted out to you and sent out to you. You'll get shipping notification probably tonight or it'll be sent out tomorrow. Yeah, I got to get my... I was never a nap guy. I never... And then all of a sudden, like, what am I fighting? This is great, especially when it's quiet and cool. What am I fighting all these years for? All right, good luck, good luck. We're gonna finish strong here. And hold on. We got Alex Bowman, blue out of 199, Lane Riggs. And how about a little Joey Logano Unleashed. The explosion. Here is Denny Hamlin, followed by SVG, Optic, and KK. Here's a little KK suited up. Kyle Larson, Spellbound. And, oh, here's a Kyle Larson Explosion Spellbound. A red out of, where's the, should be numbered. There it is, 99. Oh, 9 out of 99. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Here comes a Raja and a Kyle Weatherman Black out of 39. Number 28. 28 out of 39. This is a nice stack right here. Got a lot of numbers. We'll show all those things I top loaded at the end here. Christopher Bell. And this stack has Bubba Wallace, Well, Heim Time again, Optic, and then Sheldon Creed. All right, here's the last stack. Let's have a little last stack magic. Should we cheat? All right, let's see what we see. Brennan Poole, followed by Chris Buescher on the Optic Silver, and Ryan Blaney Unleashed. There is Parker Retzlaff, Davey Allison, and Jeff Gordon Spellbound. We got Chase Elliott, Parallel, Ryan Preece, Optic, and Sam Meyer. Coming attractions. And a last pack. Last pack is Darrell Waltrip, Christian Eckes, and our last card of the break is Dale Earnhardt to finish through on that. All right, what do we have here? Let me grab these. Oh, hold on. Don't fall. My wall is not straight, I point out. All right, here's what we're looking at. Two nice gold autographs to start us off. Take a look. A couple of pairs of nice gold autographs. We got Jesse Love and Heim Time. On those, we have Austin Hill, a nice 1-of-1. A pretty nice break for a day break. Here is a black. We had, hold on, there's two of these. We had Kyle Weatherman and Ryan Blaney out of 39. Got a giveaway because this showed up. Had to cover up the no peeking there. Had to cover that up. And then the other two autographs, we got Justin Haley, Redemption, and Kaz Gralla on the season signature. And then I've typed a few just for like the Connor Zillage Blue, even though this is out of 249. That's a rare 249. Chandler Smith door number, which is nice. 81. Is it, well, depending on your reading, it's 18 out of 99 or 66 out of 81, depending on how you want to read that. And then here's a couple of the smaller colors. This one is a little more on the rare, the blue holographic out of 35. And then this one is the 99 one, Noah Gregson. And there's a bunch more, but I just didn't top load it. You don't want to watch me top load everything. All right, well, hey, thanks everybody. Let me switch over